In this week's Parashat Vayeshev, we have the whole story of how the 12 tribes, Yaakov's 12 sons, got upset, got jealous, all types of reasons at Joseph, and eventually sold him. Originally they wanted to kill him, but Reuven said, don't kill him, let's sell him, and they sold him. Chazal explains, anyone that thinks that Yosef was sold because of just pure jealousy has got it wrong. He went through this whole tikkun, to this whole punishment for a few reasons. The basic reason is because this was one of the ways that HaShem is going to make it look natural for Am Yisrael to eventually go into Egypt. But a bigger reason was because he spoke against his brothers. Even though he was trying to do it for Shema, he was trying to do it to help them when he saw certain things that they were doing didn't look kosher, he didn't do it the right way, and the fact that he spoke against each one of them, 10 of them, he didn't speak against his own, Benjamin, spoke against 10 of them, he got a year in jail for each one. But now initially Joseph is sold, he goes to the home of Potifar. Potifar sees this beautiful young kid, and later on we see in the Torah, and actually in next week's Parashat Miketz, that Potifar is called Potifera. Why is his name changed? Why did they add a at the end of his name? Because Potifar became homosexual. But his wife, before he became homosexual, was known as one of the most beautiful women that ever lived. So now he gave this position of power to Yosef, run his business. All of a sudden Yosef starts running the business. Potifar sees that anything he gives this kid to do, succeeds. He gives him ashes, turns them to gold. He gives him gold, turns it to platinum. Everything he does turns to gold. Everything works out. So Potifar is just sitting and relaxing. But then one day, Potifar's wife, according to Chazal, they say that she wanted to do it for Shema, she wanted to do it for a good reason, because she saw in a dream that the descendants of Yosef are going to come from his, are going to be very holy people and so on. So she wanted that to come from her. So she tried coming on to him, and despite being so beautiful, Yosef kept his eyes shut, kept his mind closed, and kept a straight neshama, and didn't fall. But eventually, the woman got upset, and a scorned woman is nothing to mess with. He got thrown in jail. So now he's in jail for 10 years. And it's not like the jail that's like Taj Mahal today. In those days, when they have a jail, it's like they dig a hole in the ground. It's like Gehenom is jealous of this jail. That's the type of jail they put these people in. So, Yosef, a tzaddik, beautiful, very fragile, very righteous, very holy. Who is he surrounded by? Murderers, rapists, all the worst people on earth, and then you put him over there with them. 10 years, not 1 day or 2 days. Me just thinking about it, honestly, since I'm starting to having a little nausea, just thinking about this jail. He's there for 10 years. Finally, HaShem sends him salvation. He sends these two people that the Paro threw in jail, the chamberlain of the cupbearers, and the baker, chamberlain of food. He throws both of them in there, and they both have a dream. And Yosef tells them, this is the interpretation of the dream. The baker is going to die, but the cupbearer is going to go back to even a better position than he had before. Great. Everything is fine. So now Yosef became in essence the leader of the jail. Got a top position in jail. Everybody comes to him, asks him for advice, asks him for translating dreams. Great. And then he makes the mistake of his life. What's the mistake? He tells the chamberlain of the cupbearers, he goes, listen, when you go back to your position, remember me. Tell Paro that I shouldn't be here. Tell Paro that I'm here. And Hashem punished him for it. In essence, according to Chazal, the salvation was supposed to happen right there and then. Meaning, he was supposed to translate their dreams. Paro was supposed to have his dream right that day. And the next day, Yosef HaTzadik was supposed to come out to go translate the dream for Paro. But because Yosef at his level told the chamberlain of cupbearers, listen, tell Paro, like in essence asking man for help instead of asking Hashem for help, doing more ishtadlut than he's supposed to do. Hashem said, oh, you said 2 words, I'll punish you for 2 more years. He's not going to have the dream for another 2 years. So now at the end of this week's parasha, the last verse of this parasha, it says, Velo zachar sar mashkim et Yosef v'ishkachehu. Yet the chamberlain of the cupbearers did not remember Joseph, but he forgot him. Meaning, so chamberlain of the cupbearers gets out, just like Yosef said is going to be in his dream. He gets out, he gets his job, he's BFFs with Paro again. He has his job, he has his money, he has his house, he has everything. But all of a sudden, the guy that helped him get out in the first place, all of a sudden, he forgot about him. He was BFFs with Joseph just a few days ago, when it was convenient for him. When it's convenient for him, hey, can you help me out? Sure. As soon as it was a time to return the favor to Joseph, forgot. I don't remember. Forgot. He doesn't remember and he forgot. It means the same thing. It says it twice here. See that? It's a forgetting out of convenience. Forgetting a little bit out of intention. Not forgetting like he doesn't remember what happened 2 days ago. Even if you don't remember exactly every single detail of what you did this morning, you remember basically what happened. Remember, basically, I ate omelet. What'd you have in the omelet? I don't remember what was in the omelet, but I remember I ate an omelet. What'd you do after that? I went to work. How long did it take you to work? I don't know how long it took me to work. Maybe an hour, maybe 2. I don't know. I went to work though. I know that. What'd you do at work? I did some stuff at the computer. What'd you do on the computer? I don't know what I did, but I knew I was on the computer. That's what I do every day for the last 30 years. I'm on the computer. That's what I did. So even if you don't remember the details, you know basically what happened. Here all of a sudden it says you forgot, you didn't remember. Requires a little effort to forget and not remember. Why? Because it's not convenient for him to remember this Jew that's in the jail over there. I don't want him to come here and remind everybody I was in jail. It's embarrassing for me. I'm the cupbearer. I'm important now. Can't tell people I was in jail. It's not a good history. So already we see here, the Rabban Gamliel is telling you, listen, this already happened to my father, Rabbi. As soon as he died, as soon as Antonitos died, they forgot. The relationship between us and the Romans now are not exactly the same. Shortly later we see the Romans are going to destroy the Bet HaMikdash. But this is not the beginning. This is not the beginning. So you go back to this week's parasha, hundreds of years before this, it already happened with Yosef HaTzadik for Potifar. Potifar was happy until he wasn't happy. Threw Yosef out in the garbage. Threw him in jail, go die. Then cupbearer and Yosef again. Same guy, Yosef, supposed to get released. Again, forget about him. Then eventually, next week's parasha, Yosef becomes the viceroy. After 2 years, Parashat Miketz, Hashem says Miketz means the end. The end of the punishment. The end of the punishment, meaning that on that very day, he had a dream, on that very day that the punishment ended, they brought Yosef all the way from the bottom, he became the viceroy the same day. From the bottom of the barrel, he went to the top. Meaning, Yeshuat Hashem ke'eref ayin. The salvation of Hashem comes faster than the blink of the eye. When Hashem wants to give you salvation, it's not going to come to you in a natural way. Don't think, oh, listen, I made all this money and then I lost it. It's over the next 5 years I lost this money. It's going to take me 20 years to make it back. Oh, I lost this relationship. I worked on it for 15 years, 20 years, this relationship. Who knows if I'm ever going to find one? Oh, I lost this. It's going to take so long. Everybody thinks that things are supposed to happen over time. When Hashem is good and ready to give you your salvation, it can all happen instantly.